Oh, is it live? We're live? We're fuck it, we'll do
doing
it
it
live.
live.
I wasn't prepared. Well, so here we are.
either.
What happened, buddy? What? Welcome everyone to episode 74.
Welcome to full screen.
We're in 4K, baby. Welcome to the 21st century.
I forgot to charge his GoPro batteries, so out of necessity of not wasting Jim's time or my time waiting for GoPros to charge, we are using the Sony today.
Instead of doing it another day, you have to leave. So, like, fuck it, we'll do it live. Who's the guy that said that when they did it live on the news? What's that guy? That guy's my hero because he said that shit on live TV.
Yeah, dude, because he did it live.
Fuck it, we'll do it live. So here we are, everyone.
Yeah. Welcome to episode 74, as Jim said. Hope you enjoyed 73. Apparently the last episode with GoPros.
Maybe.
For now.
Depending on how this one goes, this might become the new format. Or if this absolutely goes dog shit horrible, we'll go back to what we know.
Like if this is in focus, which it looks like it, because I see your face in focus. Yeah.
I feel good about this.
Dude.
We're just going to spend the entire episode staring at the monitor, wondering if it's in focus. If anything, it has to focus on the background, which...
So we'll just like lean back a little more.
Just by default puts us in focus.
Yeah, so if you're listening to this, you have no idea what's going on, and you're just like, man, this sounds like the normal podcast. I love this. If you're watching, you're like, boy, these guys are...
blurry as all hell.
Sorry if we're just a touch soft.
We just slid the Gaussian blur up a little bit, really soften the edges, really kind of just make everything just nice and pretty. Turn down the sharpness. It's all well and good. Those are words that matter in the video editing world.
Yeah. Right.
Anyhow, 74, man, do we got anything to talk about? Because there's quite a bit going on in the world right now.
There's a lot going on in the world.
Got anything you want to talk about? Because I got some stuff. I just have some things to bring up and read on the internet that I've been seeing.
By
the time this episode actually airs, Milton will have actually made landfall and done all of its damage. Well, I didn't see it. Whatever.
Oh,
what was I supposed to see?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Noted.
Yeah. Hurricane.
Yeah. So by the time y'all are hearing this, Milton will have made landfall, and hopefully, the casualty numbers is as low as it possibly can be.
We're gonna aim for zero.
I have sneaking suspicions it's gonna be higher than zero, but that is part of living in the U.S. in the southern states. You know what you sign up for when you move down there. We knew what we signed up for when we moved to North Carolina.
Yeah, rain,
lots of it. And then, I mean, we get some from the east. We got one from the south, it's very unfortunate.
One fist that way, one fist that way,
just get
two fists
right up. Welcome to the podcast, everybody. Throwback to episode, I don't know, was it 2, 3, 1?
That was an early gem. That's what that was.
Can't believe that was our highest viewed clip for a long time. That was ridiculous.
Until the Blippy clip.
Thank God for the Blippy
16. I don't know which. I mean, they're both. It was a lateral move. Honestly, it was a lateral move. Oh wait, I probably could have got ASMR.
That was. Oh, ruined it.
I ruined it by.
Hey everyone, make sure you stay hydrated. Drink your water. It's always good to reduce your sugar intake because it's not good for you. Fake chemicals, not good. So drink water, feel better. Jim, no money back guarantee.
That's honestly my favorite guarantee.
The no money back one?
Yeah.
Speaking of hurricane, I saw this thing here. So shout out to capitalism. Yeah, I mean, really, did you honestly expect anything less from the sad boys here?
This episode brought to you by capitalism. Capitalism.
Honestly, really.
Get money.
Get fucked, get money. So this says Disney World and Universal are still open. Most park attractions won't close until 1 or 2 p.m. At the same time, people are being advised to either evacuate or be where they will ride out the storm by noon. Workers cannot be an afterthought during these climate crises. It's just, right? Isn't that fucking nuts?
Wait, be where they're supposed to ride the storm out by noon, but they're not closing until 1 or 2?
Capitalism at its finest, my guy. because numbers must go up. The ever-growing mouse man has to collect his tax fee.
Yeah, brother, you're riding the storm out in the magical kingdom.
I mean, I heard that the churros are pretty good there. Papa Wiseman says that the churros were the top-rated item over at the Mouseketeer land.
I don't know if that's what I would want as my last meal. But.
No, if last meals are the topic we're going to talk about, I definitely want fucking ribeye steak, baked potato with some bacon, some butter, and give me a raspberry demi-glaze for my steak. Oh, man. What would your last meal be?
Thinking about it now, if I had a last meal, I'd probably done something wrong, right? or I have been horribly framed and blamed for something that I didn't do. I would say I want to go out in a blaze of glory.
Okay.
Right. So I'm going to have like steak, a ton of mac and cheese, like copious amounts of mac and cheese.
All the mac and cheese. Yes, bacon. Of course.
And then probably like a gallon of iced coffee.
A whole gallon of iced coffee?
Yeah, that way whenever they
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
And I shit myself and it's just
just massive explosive diarrhea everywhere.
With a gallon of iced coffee, dude, it might happen before they even pull the lever and I'm shitting myself and then they kill me and then I'm shitting again and
hey, that's you did say you wanted to go out in a blaze of glory.
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, when in doubt, explode it out.
I mean, it's an idea.
It isn't. That is one of those ideas that ever was.
It's an idea, and honestly, we got some of the Starbucks pumpkin spice latte, like the ice stuff that you can get at the store.
Okay,
dude, you just put some ice in a cup and pour it in, and it's like yeah, good to go. It's like $6, and it's like the amount of like 5 Starbucks drinks.
Oh, totally worth.
So like buy it at a store instead of getting it made fresh. Get more chemicals, but save money.
Yeah, more preservatives. But I mean, honestly, worth the savings.
Yeah. This day and age.
Yeah, for real. The fucking dollars don't be going as far as dollars used to go, and that's a real shame.
Speaking of dollars.
Uh-oh. Oh, yeah. Speaking of dollars. Well, hold on. We'll come back to that.
Okay.
I have some more some hurricane related other things that I'd like to discuss.
Don't get sidetracked.
It's okay. That's what we're here for. That's what we do here. We fall down rabbit holes. We get off on side tangents. We circle back.
When we ride the segways doing all of these things.
So more sad, depressing hurricane stuff. I also was reading an article that like, I forget the number. I probably have to look it up. But like, you have words have escaped me at this exact moment. Prisons are being evacuated or not being evacuated. So not only are the prisoners who are, locked up for their crimes in their cells and in the giant buildings, but also the employees are not allowed to leave because they have to take care of the prisoners. So like Florida is about to get uber fucked.
I'd be like, I'm not coming to work today. They'd be like, Tim, come on. We know it's because of the hurricane. Well, if you know, then you should have shut down.
Well, so I do agree. It does make sense to put yourself in that situation like, oh, fuck you, I'm just not going to go. But also, if you don't go and then you don't have a job when you come back to not going, like, then what do you do? So, like, we have gotten so far into, like, just corporate fuckery that, like, the threat of homelessness keeps people putting up with bullshit. Like if you don't go to work in this hurricane and you get fired, when you come back from evacuating from the hurricane, you may or may not have a house to go to in general, but also now you don't have a job to pay for said house if it's still standing. And like, how are you supposed to like fund your life and rebuild your home base if A, it blew away in the hurricane, or B, now you don't have a job to pay for it? Like that just doesn't make sense.
I just feel like, I mean, I don't know about Florida, if they're like an at-will state or anything like that, or if there's unions for some of these jobs, but like, it just feels like, to me, I mean, with all of my experience that I've had, all the jobs that I've had, which we covered in a recent episode, I don't feel like any employer is ever like no employer is ever worth, losing your life or your family or being in danger.
Yup.
get it from a hurricane, like I'd be like, okay, I'll find another job.
Do
Thanks.
agree.
Like, I mean, I know it's a tough thing, especially like financially, because a lot of people probably be in the same boat,
Yeah.
if they tell their jobs to just drop, and just leave and quit and get fired and whatnot, and then come back to not having a job. Everyone's going to be looking, but I don't know. It's just never worth
Can't
it.
fire us all.
I mean,
but also like, again, it's one of those things that like, so in the example that I was using earlier, the prisons, it's like, okay, we get it. Like, is the job not worth your life? Yes. But also, those are still humans that are inside the cells and things like that. It's like, where do draw a line of like what is considered human decency of like, fuck this job, I don't need this job, but also like those people are serving the time for the crimes that they committed. It doesn't take away from the fact that they are at the base level still human beings. And do they deserve to die in the prison? Maybe underwater or things of that nature, because jobs tell you like, you know what I mean? Like thankfully we are not in a position to have to make that decision, but like the amount of like pressure that has to put on the employees to like, well, if I tell the job to get fucked, well, like I don't have a job, but like also, Tim, like you said, Tim, maybe he got picked up with an ounce of weed and busted tail light, and he's in prison for a couple of years for, having a firearm in his car, right? Like, okay, so he's got like 2 years. Like, he's serving his time for being a criminal, and respectfully so, you did the crime, now do your time. But like, does that guy deserve to die in a hurricane in jail just because the state refuses to acknowledge that it's happening? And we can't, we decided to not evacuate all the prisoners. We decided to not evacuate all the workers. So like, here's a sandbag, a juice box, and a fucking Snickers bar. Good luck, everybody. Hope to see you in 3 days. Here's a life jacket just in case.
You're not making it through with one juice box.
You're right. That's not enough juice.
I mean, it's
right. Like when you put yourself in that situation, what do?
Yeah, it's like picking yourself or picking everybody else.
Right.
You know what I mean? But I feel like hospitals probably have a little bit of a different plan in place.
Yeah, we didn't even get to the hospitals yet. Go ahead.
They probably have a different plan in place for like emergency, like shelter in place type of procedures. They can probably move most patients and still hook them up with the things that they need.
Yeah. But like, what happens if the power goes out for like multiple days? Remember when that happened here?
Yeah. I mean,
we were at the Christmas party?
Yeah. I mean, like you could have generators, but that only goes so far. And that's if they don't get flooded and washed away or whatever could happen. So yeah, I mean, it's just a really bad situation. And at the time of people hearing this, I hope that none of that happened. Everything was great. It landed as a tropical storm. Everyone's Gucci,
Yeah, would be nice. I foresee the news people's reporting a different story when this episode airs. So just know that we were filming this prior to Milton making landfall. Yep. So everything we said is prior to the actual disaster that is coming or has already came. Milton just came all over Florida. Just like, Helen just came all over North Carolina.
You just need a big towel to dry off, and hopefully everybody is okay in Florida and surrounding areas.
Do agree. Speaking, one last hurricane-related story. Have you heard, not to bring politics into it, but have you heard that the Republicans are blaming these storms on the Democrats, saying they fucking controlled the weather?
Yep. Saw that.
Like I can't even say that with a straight face because it's so fucking ridiculous.
I don't know how you I don't know, you can't make these things up, man.
Right, that would be like such a crazy story to well, that's just such a crazy story to like think that is a headline. Like, and that's not an Onion article.
Yeah, you would think it would be like an Onion article.
Democrats
no, it's just
put up weather balloons and create massive Category 5 hurricanes to stop the Republicans from voting in Florida as leading up to the election. It's like, you can't be fucking serious, right? Like, you guys cannot. cannot be fucking serious.
They're not even going to have polling places, you know? It's not even about the weather.
This shit is going to literally happen the week before fucking the election. Like, how does Florida recover in time to
vote?
To legitimately partake in the election, regardless of which team you vote for? Honestly, let's be real. How the fuck is Florida going to recover in time to accurately and legitimately collect the information from their voters the week of election? Like, what?
FEMA's going to come out and they're going to be like, here's some water, here's some macaroni, some peanut butter
to vote for?
And if you could just right here, just pick who do you want for president?
Yeah, they just drop it in a box. Here's your juice box. Have a good day, sir.
Knowing FEMA, it's like, but you have to vote first and then we'll give you your water.
Yeah, right. Yeah, you're not allowed to have medical supplies until you declare your advocacy for a team.
Right.
That's just
choose wisely.
Man, brother, what a fucking time to be a goddamn American citizen. USA, USA. Fucking America, baby. We're number one. Woo! All right. For real though, we were talking about money earlier. The time's coming. We're almost ready to travel over the big pond over to and become some sad lads. And I went ahead and did us a favor and got us some Scottish pounds. This one's been it was in my pocket, so it's a little folded. But check out the Monopoly money from overseas, dude. It feels fake.
Clydesdale Bank, 20 pounds sterling.
Man, that's the lightest 20 pounds I've ever held.
Scottish World Heritage Site inscribed.
For those,
this is insane.
For those not watching, if you could give the listeners kind of like a rundown of what that feels like, or explain it, what a Scottish pound is to the listeners out there who can't see.
It's their version of money.
Oh, wow, great explanation, my guy.
It's worth more than the US dollar. I can give you that much.
Very true.
We had to convert monies to get our tattoo appointment booked.
Yep.
For Scotland, and it was,
I believe the conversion rate the day that we did it was like one USD was 140 Scottish, or it was one Scottish was 140 USD.
Yeah, so they said 100 pounds or euros, 100 euros for both of our tattoo deposits total. And it was like $133 or something like that, whatever it equaled.
I know that I sent you $69.
Nice. Yeah, it was something like that. But it was like $133 or $39 or something like that. But yeah, dude, this is crazy.
Isn't it weird?
It looks so cool.
It's so again if for those of you listening out there in podcast land, it feels plastic. It definitely is not paper. It is for sure some sort of plastic like material. It's got these pretty cool like see-through windows. I think that's
their security.
Yeah. It's got these see-through windows that you can like look through, and then it's got like the holograms inside the little windows, you know, for security purposes. And I think one of the bills, I think the 10 pound is blue, or maybe it's like orange. The 20 pound is like this pinkish color, and we actually got two different ones. I should have brought another one. But they, just like the US dollar, like they've gone through different reiterations and changed the pictures and this, that, and the third. But it, yeah, dude, it was just,
their pictures on these are like epic though.
Yeah, they're like statues of like old
statue. There's
people.
a spider.
I don't even know who it is.
Yeah, but this is like a statue and a spider, and it's the same dude.
I think there's a mountain on the backside
in the hologram.
Is that one of the Highland Mountains on the backside?
St. Kilda?
Sounds right.
I don't know. You probably butchered that pronunciation. I'm very sorry.
Kilda.
Yeah, but like, look at this dude. Look at this.
For those watching, check out the autofocus on that. Isn't that pretty sick? It's pretty cool.
That is like super crazy looking. I love that.
Yeah. I think when we come back, I think I might honestly do another exchange and just like get a couple of different bills just to like have for the scrapbook.
That's kind of cool.
I think I'm going to spend everything we got. I was going to save some, but I was like, why don't I just spend it and then get more when we come back?
That's fair.
And get like the ones that I want to save for the scrapbook, even though, I mean, it's useless money in the scrapbook, but like rememberies.
Yeah. Plus, we'll have a bunch of cool photos in the scrapbook. We'll have a video that we're going to do. Like,
it's going to be so good.
We're going to have a bunch of cool stuff from Scotland. Plus, our tattoos.
Yeah.
Little Nessie tattoo.
Have you decided where you're going to get yours? Ooh, that was a good one.
I'm thinking here.
Hey, that's where I was gonna do. I was gonna do mine. Where was it? Right here.
Yeah.
Right underneath my Phoenix. Right here. Kind of right above the elbow there. That would be cool.
Do I have room back there?
Yeah. Oh, plenty.
I do?
Plenty. Yes. Would you like to see a photo of what the back of your arm looks
I don't know
like?
what the back of that part of my arm looks like.
Bro, there's so much room back there.
Can we?
Look at how much room you have back there.
Oh, dog, you want to do the same spot?
I mean, I'm just gonna get it right here. I'm just gonna do right here. Yeah, same, but different,
Yeah.
but still same.
All right, I'll do it. I'll do this.
Heck yeah, brah.
That's cool.
Heck yeah, dude.
That's cool. I'm pumped for that.
It's gonna be so.
It's been a minute since I've gotten a tattoo.
Shut the fuck up. It's been like a day. It's been a week in podcast.
It's been
land.
like 4 weeks for me since I've gotten a tattoo.
You got that one like 2 weeks ago.
It's been like 4 weeks.
Okay, anyhow.
I've been holding off because we're going to Scotland.
Yeah, you don't want to get
I don't
want to
have to like. I mean, we're getting one like the day after we get there.
Yeah, right. I have a note here that the Canada Goose account. I wrote this down when we were at the Scotland Games the other day.
Oh wait,
I don't remember what it was.
Hold on.
Canada.
Oh, Catalina wine mixer.
The fucking Canada Goose account, right? So we did a little practice run for our Scottish trip, right, or Scotland trip. We went to because we live here down in old North Carolina land. We are very close to Scotland County, which is where a large portion of the I'm going to say the immigrant community from Scotland came over way back yonder in the Chattahoochee. Back yonder in the Chattahoochee. And they landed here in what is now Scotland County. But so every year they have the Scotland County Games, and it is obviously the Americanized version of the Highland Games that they have over in the motherland. And we were watching a demonstration of like a sheep herder, and they were talking about how they train the dogs and they give them these commands, and the dogs running around herding all these sheep into the little fake gates, and it was really cool. And this lady was talking about the Canada Goose account, and she kept saying it with such conviction. She was like, when we hired, we train these dogs and they're running the Canada Goose account. And she's saying it like we know what the fuck she's talking about.
I wonder what it is.
Jason looks at me and he's like, it's the fucking Catalina wine mixer. That is the fucking Canadian Goose account.
Let's see.
So we should have looked this up earlier. Is that like a big thing, or is it just
honestly,
whatever farmstead that they belong to or own is a big?
So I can't find anything about Canada Goose. There's something about warranties, and there's also this Instagram account with 1.1 million followers that says Canada Goose on a mission to keep the planet cold and people on it warm. And
hell yeah, brother!
Like,
it has nothing to do with Canada Gooses, geese.
Yeah,
Canadian goose.
This has nothing to do with
gooses.
Sheepdog. So I'm a little upset. I don't know what Canada Goose account is, but I know what the Catalina wine mixer is.
The fucking Canada Goose account, baby.
Boats and hoes.
I had another note here. So you know what? But yeah, so that was a fun little trial run. What did we eat there?
Ooh, so we had what was it called? A meat pie.
Mm-hmm.
I had a mac and cheese pie.
That looks really good.
They were good. It was a little under seasoned, if you ask me.
Brother, it was like fair food.
I know, but my favorite thing that I had was the sticky toffee pudding.
Oh, I'm so pumped.
Oh my God.
I'm happy for you.
It was incredible, and I cannot wait to get it in Scotland. I'm going to get it
for
every
realsies.
Restaurant that we go to that has it.
That offers it as a possibility.
Dude, I want to get a full English breakfast. I want to get sticky toffee pudding. We're going to go to a steak place, right?
Oh, we're definitely going to a steak place.
I want to eat steak. I want to eat some Highland steak. There's so many things. But yeah, it was pretty good. And what was that pop that they had? The
Iron Brew.
It's
the same color as like an orange Fanta Crush, whatever orange drink is your choice here in the States. But it's surprisingly not orange flavored. It was ginger flavored, right?
Yeah, and it wasn't like
it was pretty good.
It wasn't like super carbonated. It didn't like. taste or feel like pop. It was good.
It's not. Yeah. I mean, I think it is carbonated, but it's probably lightly carbonated.
It wasn't like, opening up this seltzer water.
The seltzer pop.
Yeah.
And then it also is, there's like not the same amount of sugars and other sort of flavorings that we are accustomed to here as like the States drinks, where, we're number one in soda drinks. So
in diabetes.
I had a Scotch egg. I wish you would have had a bite of that thing, man. That thing was so good.
When we go to Scotland, I will try one there for sure.
Does anyone know what a Scotch egg is out there in podcast land? If you don't, I'm gonna tell you. But if you do, you know how good of a delicacy I'm about to describe to you. So it's a hard-boiled egg wrapped in a sausage ball, and then it's breaded and deep fried.
It looked really good.
Brother, let me tell you, it was fucking delicious. I split one with Maggie and we had some fries, and it was so good. I am going to get that for breakfast instead of the English breakfast, because I'm not a big fan of that. Is it blood pudding or?
I mean, I don't think I'm going to eat that. I want
or the haggis.
Yeah, I want like the eggs, how they do them.
Mm-hmm.
I want the fried bread.
Yeah.
I want like, the tomatoes, the sausage, like all the stuff that they do. It just, I watch that Beard Meats Food competitive eater, and he is from like England.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
That's
so
cool.
like he's always going around and he's doing like, another full English breakfast challenge. And every time I watch it, I'm like, I bet that tastes so good.
I'm going to try it once. I don't think it's going to be my choice of breakfast every time.
Try, I mean, it just looks so flavorful, and I'm here for it.
Are you here for it, everybody?
I'm here for it.
I know that Podcast Land is probably so sick and tired of us talking about this fucking trip.
Too bad.
And then you guys only have to listen to us talk about it probably like once or twice more. We're gonna come out with a full ass episode of everything that we did on the trip, and then I'm gonna try to not talk about it after that.
I won't.
I will fail miserably, but I'm gonna try my bestest to not bore you guys with our vacation.
I'm telling you right now, I'm gonna have prints. I'm gonna have a video. I got a printer. Shout out to Kai. I got a Canon Pixma Pro 100. Good photo paper. So it's like top quality photo printer.
You were showing me one of those prints you did. It looks fucking baller.
They look good. So like I'm pumped that when we get done with this trip and we have these photos, if anyone likes any of them, I can be like, cool, here we go. Let's just print them out and
use code 2FISTUP for a discount on your order through Jason's photo program.
Legitimately, if I sell prints, 2 fists up, we'll get you 10% off.
Hey, see, that's the place where the code is actually going to work on your website.
Yeah, I'll put it on my website. 2 fist up.
There we go. So yeah, man, dude, we're so close to this trip, man. It's like all I think about, because it distracts me from all the bullshit that I'm dealing with at work right now. But anyhow,
it distracts me at work too.
Yeah, right. From your super, super difficult job.
Hey man, I'm shooting 2 weddings this weekend.
Oh, that's right. You're making another trip back home.
Yeah, I have to drive 8.5 hours, shoot 2 weddings, and then drive 8.5 hours.
Oh no.
R&R. Yeah.
Are you allowed to talk about the 2 weddings that you're shooting?
Yeah.
Who are they? Who is it? Who be they?
So the first one, so it's a really funny story. I booked the wedding for Sunday for my friend Jacob and his wife, whose name's Christy.
Shout out to Jake and Christy.
Yeah. So they booked me a while ago for Sunday. This is like now a few days ago in podcast land. The wedding was great, by the way. It was beautiful. And they booked me for that. And I had another friend, Tony, who's like, hey, can you do the 18th? And I'm like, I'm going to be on a plane to Scotland. I cannot come to Ohio again on the 18th. I was like, I'm going to be there the previous weekend. So like, if you could do like Friday or Saturday, I'd be happy to do your wedding.
This man changed his entire wedding for you.
Yes.
Wow.
That was their first choice. Like that was the only one that they wanted to do their wedding. I'm like, hell yeah. So I was like, cool, I'll do Saturday if you want it. So I literally went from having 1 wedding in Ohio to having 2 back-to-back days. So I'll have a lot of editing to do on the plane. I'll have plenty of time.
Plenty of time to do your editing on the plane. When we spend 12 whole hours of travel time.
I'll be watching Shaun of the Dead on the iPad and editing photos on the computer. I'll be ready.
Speaking of Shaun of the Dead, thank you for a perfect segue.
You're welcome.
Hey everyone, it is almost spooky time. So it is spooky season. And shout out all of your favorite spooky time movies. I think last week I, of course, had to watch my favorite movie, one of all time, and two, my favorite Halloween movie. I watched Zombieland for like the 15th time. That movie never gets old, dude.
No.
I also can probably quote that movie from start to finish.
We should watch it together.
Have you never seen it?
I've seen it once.
Oh, okay. Not enough. That's not enough time.
Yeah.
Man, what else? Let's see, 2 days ago, last week, Megan and I watched The Ritual. Have you seen that one? You're not a horror movie fan, right?
I'm not.
Pussy.
If you're trying to scare me, I'm not here for it.
So The Ritual, spoiler-free synopsis of The Ritual. Boy. It is 4 BFF dudes all take a trip to the Swedish mountains, not the Scottish mountains. Good. As a remembrance trip of their one friend who died, and shenanigans ensue, and they start getting hunted in the woods by this mysterious-looking moose tree devil animal. Spoily boys. And then the ending is kind of weak, but like it's more along the lines of like a thriller horror movie, and not so much like a jump scare movie. So like maybe that's more up your alley. So no. I guess what don't you like about horror movies?
One, I don't like jump scares.
Fair.
Like, and even like in person, dude, the one time in our first apartment in Fort Wayne, Taylor jumped from behind the wall to scare me, and I punched her square in the tit. Just pop.
Left one or right one?
I don't remember.
Damn.
It all happened so fast.
Jeez, just fucking bam, right in the tit.
Like, and it's just like, that's why I don't go to like haunted houses. And I know I probably said this last year. Like, if someone were to jump at me, I would swing. And I know you're not supposed to. I know it's all like a show for them. It's all supposed to be interactive, but my interaction would be unfavorable for most.
Yeah, right. Yeah, man, noted. No, I'm going to be behind you if we ever end up in a scary situation, so I don't become a casualty.
Society.
I'm currently one of those. What was it? So let's say, we watched The Ritual. I'd give it a, let's see. It wasn't very scary. The ending was kind of weak. The premise was cool. The monster looked pretty sick. I'm going to give it a 6.9 out of 10.
One fist up is what he's saying.
Yeah, it was. I mean, it wasn't great. It was something we watched on, I think it was Max. So, let's see. Any other movies we watched lately? You watch any movies lately?
I'm trying to think. I've been watching, I don't know why it happened recently, but Netflix has been recommending shows to me. So I watched one, it was called Discovery of Witches.
Ooh.
And it wasn't scary, about like witches, vampires, demons.
Right.
It was good. There was a slight aspect of time travel.
Ooh.
It was cool. It was a good show. It is a book series. I bought it for Taylor for her birthday.
Of course.
Because I want to talk to somebody about it. And then I also started watching the Mayfair Witches or Mayfair Witches. I don't know. It's got Alexandra Daddario in it. So
who's that? Can you show me a picture? I think I know who that is. Is that the brunette girl from the Baywatch remake with Zac Efron?
Yeah.
Oh, solid choice. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, solid choice.
Yeah, I was like, do I want to watch another witch show? Who's in this? Oh, yeah, sure. Play. Yeah. Say less.
I'll
watch
guy.
this. And it's actually it's good. You can tell like this, like the writing is they're going for that like deep multiple connections that you're going to figure out down the road. So they're building for like a lot of revelations, and it's good.
Interesting.
Netflix been hitting pretty good.
I have taken, speaking of Netflix, I have taken your recommendation, and we are powering through Love.
Oh,
We are probably over halfway through season 2 now, because we watch probably like one episode, like
Love that
probably
show.
every other day or so. So do recommend that show if you like Britta from the Community. And it is an entertaining tale of two seemingly unlikable characters who are starting to grow on me.
Dude.
I really did not like her, the girl in season 1.
No.
She fucking sucked in the first season.
Yep.
She's coming around.
The show just gets better. There are 3 seasons, and at the end, I was like,
But don't spoil it. I'm almost there.
no. I mean, I wanted more.
Oh,
That's
gotcha.
That's all. Like, I knew it was only going to be 3 seasons going into it.
Right.
I'm like, kind of want more. But it's really good. It's really good.
Any other shows you're watching besides the witch shows? Have you started any shows over again?
I didn't start Lost over yet. I'm going to though, since it's on Netflix again.
We are still powering through True Blood. We're probably really close to the end of season 5.
I feel like it's been a year now.
Well, we only watch I've talked about this before. We're not big TV watchers.
Yeah.
We sit down, we like watch a episode of something, and then we like go do something else, like whether it's laundry or we go play a board game or go upstairs. We've been playing a lot of Magic on the computer, playing a lot of electronic Magic. Megan has been learning all of the different words in Magic.
Oh yeah.
And like what they actually do. She has been whooping my ass, and it's pissing me off, honestly.
Is that? I wonder if that's the same one that's like tied to the iPad. I wonder if I can like play
MTG Arena. So it is only 2-player games, but if you can get it on the iPad, that would be pretty cool,
do
because
have it
then
on
we
the
could
iPad.
play. We'll have to investigate
test that
this
out.
the next time I sit down and play.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, she's been whooping my ass, and I'm honestly not a fan.
Yeah, I get it. I get it.
We have been doing a Magic Monday, so
Mega Magic Monday.
Mega Magic Monday.
Oh.
So on Mondays, so Megan had this really cool idea. So we each wrote down 5 prizes, and we folded them up and we put them in separate containers, and we play a best of 3 on Monday, and whoever wins gets to draw one of their prizes. And I won 2 weeks ago, and one of my prizes was I picked the meal of my choice for dinner. And I got cheeseburger casserole, and it was so fucking good.
Ooh.
Actually, we had it the night we went to the Scotland Games. And then Megan won this most previous Monday, and one of her prize that she won or picked was we are going to go to the park on Sunday, the dog park, and she gets to get coffee before we go to the dog park. She gets a little Starbucks trip before we go to the dog park.
Ooh. Okay.
So yeah,
Starbucks.
yeah, it's been pretty fun. Keeps it's kind of as shitty as a Monday is. It kind of gives you something to look forward to,
Yeah, I'm gonna beat that ass, and I'm gonna get that prize, and I'm gonna pick dinner.
Well, yeah. I believe the exact phrasing was, "Are you ready to get your cheeks clapped in Magic?" And then I proceeded to get my cheeks clapped in Magic this week. So this is unrelated, but like, listen to this bullshit. So I think Megan had played the game prior to us downloading it at the same time, or her reinstalling it, and she was able to play with these dual colored decks, like a red and white, or so on and so forth. And I was limited to these single colored decks, and like I was making do, but like I was like, man, like why don't I have these? And she Googled it, and she was like, oh, it's a known bug. And I was like, wait a second, like what do you mean it's a known bug? Like when you sign up for the game, you either do or do not get the single color and dual color decks. If it is a known bug, at what point do you not just give them to everybody? And then it turns out I had to complete the tutorial, and I unlocked the dual color decks. I was playing hindered. I feel like I need a rematch for last Monday.
Didn't count.
Yeah, right.
No dog park.
So, but for real though, we are going to go to the dog park. Yeah, best out of 5.
Best out of 5.
We're going to go to the dog park because Megan rightfully won.
That's fair.
She did clap my cheeks in Magic.
Clap cheeks, get coffee.
Yeah. What time are we at? I can't even see it from here.
Dude, I don't even know.
Does that say 30? 39. Okay, so
Yeah.
we're almost there. You got anything? Because I've got some other stuff.
I I have a lack of things on my
Lack
list
of
today.
things? Okay.
Yeah.
So before we moved on from hurricane stuff, I probably should have checked my notes because I had something written down about hurricanes. The internet has to know that my IP address is located here down in yonder Carolina because I've been getting ads for generators.
Generac.
Just generators in general.
Generac generators.
But it just seemed silly and very sort of like, you sons of bitches ain't even hiding the shit no more.
Oh no.
Like we thankfully are not in Western North Carolina where all of the devastation happened from Helene. But like, I'm just getting all these ads for like, never run out of power with these generators. And it's like, but I have power.
I'm just now realizing that I also have for an Anchor one.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like out of the box, one solution. And then, dude,
sons of bitches.
When I was going to pick up my toolbox, which by the way, I got a cool Yukon toolbox, like a big 2-sided thing with a wood top.
It's pretty nice.
Organization in the studio. And it's supposed to be also a charging station, which clearly did not work for the GoPros.
Well, I feel like that was user error.
Yeah, whatever. It would have worked if they were plugged in. But to be fair, also I forgot about the podcast until 5 o'clock. And then
plenty of time.
And then
I don't
we
get
went
here
to
till 8 o'clock.
Aldi, and then I had to, But
you got to check into the safe.
Yeah. But when I was at Harbor Freight picking up this toolbox, there was a guy in front of us, and he was getting like 3 generators. He was trying to put them in a sedan. I'm pretty sure the guy in the front, like the passenger, had one on his lap. Because they fit like 2 in the back, and then he like got in the car and like did one of these things. I'm pretty sure they had a 3rd generator on his lap. And I'm
That's
like,
crazy.
Save some power for the rest of us, bud.
Yeah, right. For real. Like, what do you need 3 generators for? Are you scalping them? Are you one of those guys?
Yeah, brand new generator, never used, no box included.
Yeah.
Because they couldn't get him in with the box on.
Oh, well, of course. Yeah.
I also couldn't get my toolbox in with the box on, so I had to take it off out
and then just put that in the Jeep.
and then slide that in the Jeep. Yeah.
Okay, Best Buy customers. Oh, will this 75-inch TV fit in my Honda Civic? No, sir. No, it will not. Do you think I could like strap it to the roof and maybe like hold on to it with my hand? No, sir. No, you cannot.
You can, but
we're not taking
taking it back.
You take it to the other store, the other one down the street.
But I did get it in there, and getting it up the stairs was awful. So bad.
I bet.
It was absolutely awful. It's 180 pounds. But
Fuck
it's just
that.
180-pound metal rectangle with literally nothing to hold on to.
Yeah, right. No handles.
No handles, nothing. And the person on the other side was Taylor.
I feel like Taylor should have been at the top, and you should have been
She
pushing.
was at the top.
Oh, okay. Then what's the problem?
She couldn't lift it because there's no handles or anything to get it up one step at a time. So we're like laying it on its top and like sliding it. So she's like kind of lifting it, and I'm like twisting and pushing and
pivot.
Pivot. Just back and forth pivot, trying to get this thing up the steps. And I finally got it up, but it's worth it.
Is that why your back hurts?
My back always hurts.
That's the secret, Cap. My back always hurts.
That's the secret. It never dries.
Have you, this is going to sound so heartless. Have you ever been the victim of Southern hospitality? I know, right? That's such a crazy sentence to say.
To answer that question. Please explain.
So the other day, I on my fitness journey, I am attempting to go outside and walk on my lunch break.
Oh yeah.
Instead of sitting at my desk and just watching YouTube, now I like turn on a podcast and I pace up and down the sidewalk to get my steps in for the day. So one day I'm out there just kind of again doing my laps back and forth, and this guy comes up to me and he was like, "Hey." And I've got my AirPods in, and I like take one out. And I'm like, "Hello, sir. How are you?" And he's like, "You work here?" And I was like, "Yes, sir, I do." He's like, "Oh, cool. So like, I never see you inside." And I was like, "Well, I sit in the office, and like I'm not one of the tellers. I sit in my office, and so like I'm usually on my computer. So if you ever walked on the hallway when you use the restroom, I'm down that hallway." And he's like, "Oh, cool. Yeah." And then so I was like, "Yeah." and he was like, "Hey, so what's going on with the cookout over here? 'Cause, they're building a new cookout on Fast Food Alley." And I was like, "Oh yeah, they're like making a lot of progress on that. It's looking pretty good. I wonder when they're gonna open." And he was like, "Yeah, well, I work over there at Hardee's." Brother, like, why do you? This is where I was just like, I feel like I'm being held hostage because like I want to walk away. But
he's being so nice.
Yes, it would be super inconsiderate of me to be like, have a good day, and like turn around and walk away. So I was like, that's cool, man. Yeah, like, do you like working over there at Hardee's? And he was like, yeah, dude, like, I really hope that we don't lose a lot of business when this cookout opens.
Man, you should just apply a cookout.
And I was like, yeah, I mean, I feel like you're gonna have a job for a really long time. Like they're not ready to open that thing yet. So like I wouldn't worry too much about it. But like, Hardee's is like a good place to work at too. So like I wouldn't be too concerned. And he was like, yeah, well, hopefully, and he like paused and he like stared up at the sun or like up at the sky. And he was like, hopefully, like, and I was like, yeah, I understand. And I was just like, and he's like, am I keeping you? And I was like, no, I'm on my lunch break. But like, I was like, is there something I can help you with? He's like, no, I went inside, I made my deposit. It's such a nice day. And I was like, it is a really nice day. I'm out here getting my steps in. And he's like, am I keeping you from anything? And I like had my AirPod in my hand. And I was like, no, I'm just out here on my lunch. And he's like, oh, okay, cool. Brother, like what? I'm sorry. Like again, I know that it seems so silly and arbitrary to like be complaining about this because he was being nice to me and I'm trying my best to be nice to him. But like you guys know out in podcast land, I'm just not a nice person. And
you are a nice
I'm
person.
Struggling to like hold a conversation with this man and for him to be like, oh yeah, cool.
Don't let Jim
and then
fool
pause. Hey, like, brother, what do you want from me? I legitimately do not know what I'm supposed to say in this situation.
Do you want money or something? Or
well, I don't know. I sure as shit didn't have any to give him, but like
I don't have any.
Well, he wasn't. He did not appear to be of the homeless nature. Because he had a vehicle that he then got in and drove over to Hardee's. But like, I was just like, man, like, what do you want from me? And I know he was just trying to be nice because that Southern hospitality and everybody's your friend and oh my goodness, thanks for being part of the community. Love being a part of this. You'd be like, brother, why? Why me? Why? Have you ever just felt the need to walk up to a random person that you have seen outside and just strike a conversation with them?
I try to not talk to people.
That's what I'm saying, dude.
Like, if I have to, I will. I'll be nice.
Yes, I was nice.
I always try to ask people like, hey, how you doing? How's your day going? Whatever, like normal things. But like, I expect it to end right after they're like, oh, it's going pretty good. How about you? Can't complain. Doesn't do much good anyway, does it?
Yeah,
no, man.
Right, yeah.
I feel you. All right, man.
Have a nice day. Talk to you later. Yep, right.
Yeah,
and just keep on going about your business.
That's the extent. I'm not going to be like, yeah, man. So like,
yeah,
I haven't pooped solid in 6 weeks. Like I'm not gonna just kind of like.
That's what I'm saying, dude. I was just so like dumbfounded that like after he like was like, yeah, the cookout's opening. I work over at Hardee's. Oh, I didn't know you worked here. Oh, cool. Nice to meet you. I forget his name. I was like, yeah, my name's Jim, blah, blah, blah. And he was like, oh yeah, cool. And then just stopped and like stared up at the sun. And I'm like,
dude,
brother, I feel trapped. Like, what do you want from me?
You forgot his name. He went home and told his family about Jim.
Fuck you. Don't put that on me. Don't put that on me. Because now I feel bad.
I met Jim today. He was a great guy.
Talking mad shit on this dude. And he's over there like, I met the nicest guy at the bank today.
He works at the bank. He seems so well put together.
Man, I feel bad. Damn it, dude. Why'd you do that? You don't put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby.
Oh, man.
Yeah. So you ever been a victim of Southern hospitality?
I don't think not to that extent. I feel like when I worked at Best Buy, I always had people who would just like start talking about stuff.
Yeah.
And
I feel like that kind of comes with the territory. Like if you're a retail worker, there's going to be times where you get trapped in conversations that you don't want to be a part of. But I was like, again, I had both my headphones in. I'm pacing up and down the sidewalk. Like, I didn't, converse with him first. And I was like, I try not to make eye contact to not engage people in conversation. Apparently that man just smelled the fear on me and was like, this is the one I need to talk to. Yeah. And he was like, hey man. And I was like, fuck, hi, how are you?
He gets out of his car and he's like,
that's
the one right there.
Yep.
Gets the baby oil. I mean,
he wasn't P. Diddy, so
No, yeah.
he was definitely not Chester the molester. So that was not his name.
well, you wouldn't know. You forgot it.
This is very true. I can confirm though, his name was not Chester.
It was Chuck.
Oh man.
I can't stop yawning. I feel like I need to go play Pal World for like an hour and then just go to bed.
Has the lawsuit come to a close yet? Did they win?
Haven't looked into it because secretly I don't want anything to happen because I really enjoy Pal World.
You just open up your PlayStation one day and it's just like Pal World's uninstalled.
You've been refunded. I'm like, no. No. Slow motion devastation. Just damn it. Yeah,
bam.
But I did pack today for my trip tomorrow.
Oh, that's right.
I did. I got 4 pairs of pants, 4 black shirts, underwear, and socks lined up, stacked up.
Oh, dude, you're in.
I'm ready, dude.
We'll be there for 7 days. You only need 4 pairs of clothes.
I'm going to I'm staying with my parents. I have a washer and dryer there.
You're staying with your parents in Scotland?
No. In Ohio.
Oh, you meant packing for Ohio. I thought you meant packing for the other trip.
Oh, no, I won't do that until the day before.
Classic Jason.
Yeah.
Right, because you're leaving tomorrow, so you packed today. Right, exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just finished packing. Yeah.
Have you not packed yet? You just said you packed.
Yeah, for tomorrow. Yeah.
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 Are we not saying the same thing?
I don't
understand.
I feel like we got on different segues and went different directions.
I think I got on a ripstick and then I crashed.
just ate shit going down a hill at college.
Man, what a time.
Bye.
But for real though, I did a trial pack for the trip that we're going on, the big one. I did a trial pack. We ended up having to go get an extra suitcase because, Megan's just bringing 18,000 pairs of clothes. Women, am I right?
Dude, I'm going to do a pack and I'm going to have like a half of a suitcase left.
Empty?
Yeah.
Wow.
I know it.
That's bold.
I'm not going to bring as much stuff. I'm going to like 5 pairs of pants, 2 shorts, 5 shirts.
That's it.
And
5?
then I'm going to wear a hoodie.
And
I'll probably end up buying a hoodie there.
Fair.
And then, that's really it.
I do think I'm going to pick up 1 extra layer of something while I'm there. That's going to be my souvenir for myself.
Yeah.
Oh man. So, anything else you want to discuss before we wrap this one up? What's the music vibe today?
Ooh.
We didn't discuss the music vibe.
In preparation of Scotland, how about we start with
some bagpipes?
Some bagpipes today.
Ooh. Did you like the video that I sent to the group chat? Did it not show up? I think I sent it while we had no service and it didn't actually show up.
I'm also really bad at checking text messages.
Very aware. Yeah. So it was while we were at the games. Remember, we were like, if there's one song I'm going to play, it's going to be this one. So this is unicycling Darth Vader upgrades to flaming bagpipes. Do you see the fire coming out of that?
That's sick.
There was also a bagpipe competition while we were there. It was pretty cool.
It was nonstop droning the whole day.
Yeah, and they were all, I just feel like they were all playing the same song. I never heard a different song. It was just all
bagging
the same.
and piping, dude.
But so you'll hear in the background the bagpipe song. That's the bagpipe song they were playing. But everybody was playing the same bagpipe song at the same time, and they were somehow graded on their performance.
Some were just piping a little bit better.
There was some bagpipers who do be piping better than the other bagpipers.
Piping.
How many bagpipes can a bagpiper pipe if a bagpiper could pipe bags? Pipes. Bagpipes. Thank you for being here, everybody. This has been a complete chaos episode of just stuff that we like to talk about.
Here for it.
You know what you sign up for when you turn on the Sad Boys. You know you're going to get a little bit of sad boy capitalism cry rants. You're going to get some strange news articles that are going on in the pop culture or recent event history land. You're going to get strange segues and skateboard references, and we're going to probably spoil some movies for you that you haven't seen because, I mean, honestly, what else do we do on this podcast?
Yeah, and now you get to see it in a full 4K,
full gambit 8K
widescreen format. So
if you liked this, let us know down below if this
Please
is something that you would like to see more often, or do you want us to go back to our single individual frame? How are you going to edit this for Clippies? I'm curious.
honestly, it's going to be so much easier
For real? You think so? Well,
Yeah.
hey, good on you, man.
because I'll just duplicate the clip, put you in front of one, me in front of the other, and then I'll just put them in the multi.
Nice.
So it'll be honestly easier.
Well, then maybe this is going to be the
Maybe
new
this
format
is it.
going forward.
Maybe we don't care what you think, and maybe we just do this anyway.
We did a rebrand 2 weeks ago. Now we got a new camera set up.
Hey.
We're making moves here in podcast
If this is
land.
in focus, we're just going to send it.
If it's not, we're going to look real
I'm going to check
stupid.
right after we're
We're going
done.
to look real stupid.
Yeah, so enjoy the bagpipes. Thank you again for joining us. Like, follow, subscribe, do all those things. And we will catch you next week for your regularly scheduled midweek Sad Boy update.
Man, you killed it that time.
Oh, I felt
Heck
good.
it, right?
I
It feels so validating when you get it.
Yeah, suck it, right? It's pretty empowering.
74 episodes later, you got it.
That was good. Yeah.
All right, everybody. As always, I'm Jim.
And I'm Jason.
We are the Midwest Sad Boys. Thanks for being here. If this is your first, welcome. If this is your 74th, thanks for coming back. We'll be back next week, just like he said earlier. Stay sad, y'all.
Bye.
Oh, we got to do the little dancey. Remember we were watching the small children dance competition? And they were doing like little toe taps over the swords and whatnot.
All right.
For
all I
real,
got.
everybody. See you next week.
Bye.
Oh, this hand. Here we go. Wait. Here.
Ah,
Bye.
jazz hands.
That was so
That was so
unplanned.
good.